Is it healthy in a way to like put your mind on a different thing that you enjoy, like drawing or writing, like instead of smoking pot? Like, isn't that a healthy mechanism to just?
Absolutely. And are you guys familiar with the idea of mindfulness? You've heard of meditation and stuff. These are really healthy, useful things. Much better. And if that doesn't work, again, somebody asked a question about somebody using a substance to deal with the anxiety, stress. If the mindfulness doesn't work and exercise doesn't work and just eating right and sleeping right and that kind of thing doesn't work, it might be something else. And that's important to get that evaluated.
Also, listening to talk radio, especially in the morning, I found is really helpful.
Well, which station should I listen to?
Only 106.7 and 107.1 FM.
Well, which one? I can't listen to both at the same time.
Yes, you can. I believe in you.
They're so close. I think the important thing is to really think about what you're experiencing. A lot of people your age complain about stress, but that can be a lot of different things. Sometimes that's a situational problem. Things aren't going well at home. You broke up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You have some academic things bearing down on you. Those are stressors, but how you respond to it, do I get depressed? Do I act out? Do I start doing things that, acting out aggressively or thinking about using substances or getting sad, or do I cry, or do I think about hurting myself? And these are all responses people have to stress. Or am I nervous? Am I having anxiety and I can't sit still? Or am I agitated and I can't sit in class and I can't concentrate? These are all different emotional reactions to something we would all call stress, right? At your age, you respond really, really well to things like listening to classical music and walking on the beach, going for a run, hanging out with friends. Not enough is made of FaceTime with important people. It's hard with, because you're still navigating who really cares about me and who is just hanging out with me and who's just trying to be cool. It's a hard navigation, but if you have somebody you really trust, or an adult that you really trust, time spent and unloading, telling somebody about how you're feeling can be very effective and very helpful. But activity, and the kind of activity you like doing. Some people, they like going run on themselves. Other people like playing basketball with their friends, whatever it might be. Finding those things that you, in trusted places where you feel safe. That's very, very important. Very, very important. Eat right, sleep right, all that good stuff. That goes a long, long way.
Especially you guys. That's a really tough thing to do, to open up about your feelings. You're not exactly encouraged to do that, but it's vital. There's nothing worse than trying to bottle it up and man up and deal with it.
And I would argue, that's what I was thinking about playing basketball, because in males, when we do things alongside each other, it's easier to talk about stuff at the same time. If you have some common goal or common something you're doing alongside of each other, it can really help you talk about stuff that's bugging you.
Dr. Drew, a couple of people in the audience have talked about, like, oh, my friend says that they smoke it because they get depressed if they don't. And I think sometimes a lot of us use the word depressed so easily.
Yes.
Just say we're depressed, but can you go a little more into, like, I mean, if you're really truly depressed, what does that mean?
Right.
Rather than just loosely using, oh, I'm depressed, to say I'm sad.
It's even a more difficult, do I have clinical depression, or am I just feeling depressed in this moment, or did something happen that's making me depressed that I'm going to get over? These are very difficult questions to answer in a given situation. Yeah. And in this age group, how depression manifests is different than, say, your age or his age. In other words, depression is much more likely to be me being angry, having a drop in your academic performance is the number one sign of depression. But irritability, sleeplessness, changes in how I want to conduct myself, self-harm, changes in your appetite pattern, thinking it's cooler to hang out with a different group of friends than you normally would hang out with, talking about doing a substance, acting out sexually, changing, thinking about major changes in your peer group. All these things are signs of depression, even though you might not even feel sad. You might not actually experience sadness. You just may feel sort of irritable, agitated, and discontent. Right. And it's hard. It's hard to know when you're depressed, because a certain amount of emotional turmoil is normal in adolescence. But if you're getting towards things that are affecting your ability to function, things that are affecting your choices that could cause you harm, academic performance, you gotta really maybe tell somebody about that.
Cannabis in puberty, how does it affect?
Well, it actually raises estrogen levels. So particularly around the age of 13 or 14, there's something called gynecomastia I've seen actually develop in somebody, males. So it raises.
That's when you get boobs.
It doesn't happen later typically, but it can raise estrogen, lower testosterone. It sort of works against your biology in puberty a little bit.
That's not sweet.
For more information, go to letstalkaboutcannabis.com, learn the facts, judge for yourself, and then you make the good choices.